I am with a blouse I've made for myself. And you can see that we have it buttoned up here. And you can see we have no wrinkles. And we have a nice fit through here. It's been worn and it hasn't been pressed. But we really, it fits nicely through here. So what happens if we have a swayback? And what happens with a swayback is that the back tilts like this. You lose space here and you gain it back here. So it's not really where this is cut out. Everything remains the same. It's just that when you get ready to, there you go, like that. When you get ready, as opposed to something like this, you're dealing with something like this. So it's where you're tilting like this as opposed to like this. And when you tilt, that means you have a little bit stronger curve right back here. Everything is still the same size. But you put something on and it fits great. Fits all the way down right here. And then all of a sudden, it gets real snug. Right below the waist. The waist is right here. The waist is right here. And all of a sudden, right below the waist, it gets real snug. And what happens? You get a gather like this. You get these little wrinkles like this. And the first thing you think is, okay, well, all I have to do is just take that in. That would be the standard way to take it in. Well, I'm going to ask you to think about this in a completely different way. I'm going to ask you to, let's pin this so that it stays tight so you can see what I'm talking about. Oops. So here it is, real snug. And what we're doing is we're making it real snug around this area right here. Because remember what's happened is you're tilting like this. You're taking away here in front, but you're adding back here and back. So that means this space right back here needs more fabric. This needs less. You can take it up here if you want to. That leads to another problem, and that is that your hem, when you're swayback, your hem already is at an angle like this, where it's lower in front than it is in back. So you're already at a deficit. If you start taking it up, you're going to make it even more angled like that. So what you want to do is you want to make it straight. You want to release here. Then you can take up in front as you need to. So you're going to, when you're tilted like this, you can see you need more here and less here. That's what's going on. So what I like to do is I like to take right through the back seam and these darts right here. And you know, this is amazing. It doesn't take that much to do this. It takes releasing this an eighth, because remember, if you release this an eighth, that's a full quarter here. If you release it over here an eighth, that's a full quarter. Already you've got a half inch. A quarter here, a half inch. You release it here a quarter, that's 3/4 of an inch already across here. And you probably won't need more than that. If you do, then you'll really need to redraw your pattern, which is okay, and what you really want to do. Because if you're doing this alteration, then you're talking about redrawing a pattern. You're not talking about making a little simple alteration. But this is something you can do on ready to wear. If you have a little wrinkle back here, release. This is the waist right there. You want to release this area right here. You can release a little on the side seam, not too much. I really don't like to see too much. I like to see it all spread around, spread right through here. Most garments, ready-to-wear garments, will have a back seam. And a lot of them will have these side dart seams. A lot of them will have both. If they do, release all of these from the waist down. The little drawing I did, the little sketch, where you start out very, very small, come in and then down. It's going to be right below the waist area, right through here, where you need to fit. That's all there is to it. Once you do that, you end up with a hem down here that's straight, even though you may be, if I stand far enough away here, I think you can see with this, with my top here. If I stand normal and straight, but if I stand a little sway back, see how much longer it is in front? Now, I'm talking about bringing it up some more to do a dart back here. That's really, it's just creating a lot more work, because once you start darting this way, you're talking about a pattern alteration. Once you start releasing back here, it's much easier, much simpler, much more satisfying, and your hem remains very much the same length all the way around. Okay, I want you to try this.